There are a lot of talks about environmental issues, whether it's important to protect the environment. Some think that it's not really that important. So I asked some of my friends to tell me if it is important to them or not.
I think it's really important to protect our environment because if you look at our solar system, which is the only place that we've traveled in human form, it's the only Earth that there is, so we have to protect it.
So I'm very passionate about being outdoors. I love every aspect of it, whether it's hiking, camping, running, fishing. I love going outside by myself or with my family, and especially with my young son, Gus. So protecting the environment is very important to me, and I think all of us have a role in conserving our resources and protecting the planet we live on and love.
It is so important that we protect the environment. I grew up camping a lot. One of the things you learn in Scouts camping is to always leave a campsite cleaner or as clean as you found it. And I think the metaphor of a steward is also really relevant when it comes to the planet because we're entrusted with things, right? We don't own this planet and this earth, and we're only here for a short time. So I think it's really important that we not only try to take care of the environment that we are in, whether that's our home or our school or our community, but that we also cultivate in students and others around us an ethic of stewardship.
I also asked some of my friends what they think are the different ways that we can protect the environment.
I think it's extremely important that we are concerned with the protection of our environment. I feel that not enough people do enough, and we are in big trouble when it comes to global warming and just pollution in general. I think it's important for people to recycle, and I try to recycle everything that I can. I'm happy that we have more curbside recycling now, although there are many things that we still aren't allowed to recycle here, where in other cities they are, and I hope that Oklahoma City will at some point become more environmentally conscious.
Just a couple of things that come to mind on how to protect our environment. One, definitely reduce how much trash we put in landfills. Where I live is in a rural area. There's not a lot of places to take trash, so we need to recycle so there's less in our landfills. Another way would be to protect what we put in the water. That way we have clean drinking water.
Yeah, and I really believe in go paperless. And I've been spending a lot of time to clean my old stuff, to shred it, and I just make me feel like it's important to go paperless. It can save a lot of people's energy. And the secretary, and the mailman, and myself.
So in our family, we try to do a lot of things to help the environment, whether it's recycling our aluminum, using reusable grocery sacks, or most importantly, we just recently bought a hybrid vehicle, which we love to drive. My son Gus and I spend a lot of time on our bikes, and every pedal and every mile we spend on our bikes, we know that we're doing a little bit to save the planet.
So there are a lot of ways that we can be good stewards of our environment, and one is simply by looking around and seeing what needs to be done and doing it. I tend to pick up trash when I see it. I will, encourage participation. Our son with Scouts again has been a part of different kinds of service projects and have been involved in some of those where you are responsible for a part of the highway or the street or something like that you're picking up and you're cleaning up, and trying to take care of our yard and the environment that we have at our home. But another way I think is by using media. I mean, just this video project of sharing ideas. It'd be great if more people would use their media to not only amplify problems but also solutions. There have been some really neat things in Oklahoma City that have been community-based projects. Have come out on a Saturday, bring your shovels and your work gloves, and let's plant roses and flowers together, or let's weed these beds, or let's plant these trees. And so those kind of community efforts are really awesome. And I think, social media is allowing people to communicate about those more, and we can also amplify them and celebrate what people have done, but then encourage the replication of those kinds of strategies. The last thing I'd say is that we can contribute to efforts that are bigger than us. I know there's like this huge block of plastic floating in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and nobody's taking responsibility for cleaning it up. I mean, how is that going to get done? It's not going to be one person or one small group. It's going to take a combined effort. So finding groups that are committed to the environment and environmental protection and environmental cleanup, and then actually sending some of our money or doing a fundraiser for them is another tangible way we can reach beyond our community, at a global level or at a larger level, and really promote the stewardship of our planet.